Shubhendu sir, Sudeep sir, all the dignitaries, if you please come forward and take your seat on the dais, along with our Honorable Principal Sir, Deputy Registrar Sir, and Convener of this conference, Sitanath Sir.
Let us start this auspicious occasion with Saraswati Vandana by our students.
Students, please.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Now, I would like to request our Honorable Principal Sir, Professor Dr. Partha Shankar, Sir, if you please deliver the welcome address. Please, sir.
Very good morning to all present in this auditorium. Respected Professor Dr. Sarath Kumar Patra, Director NIT Agartala and Director IIIT Guwahati, Professor Dr. Song Ling Peng from Taiwan, Professor Dr. Kishore Kumar from Qatar University, Professor Dr. Shubhendra Kumar Vani, and other dignitaries present on the dais, my colleagues in this auditorium, invited guest, person from academia and industries, members of the organizing committee, and my dear students. A very good morning and warm welcome to all of you to this first international conference on frontier in engineering, science and technology, ICONFest 2025. It is a moment of great pride and joy for all at JS College of Engineering as we gather here for first ICONFest. Hosting this prestigious event is both an honor and a responsibility for a meaningful dialogue, enable global collaboration, and advance research for the benefits of the society. This college is celebrating Silver Jubilee year this year, that is 2025, and in this year itself we are hosting first ICONFest that is taken care by Department of CST and CSE-AML. Over the years, JS College of Engineering has continuously worked towards building an ecosystem that nurtures innovation, creativity, and scientific inquiry. Today, as we host scholars, researchers, technologists, and leaders from different technical leaders from different regions and diverse domains, we reaffirm our commitment to becoming the hub for high quality research and academic excellence. Let me mention here that we at our college every year hold at least 3 international conferences in these premises for the last 5 years. And this has become a habit with this college that we always prefer to do this kind of conference where we invite people from different areas and different domains. The presence of such distinguished minds enriches an intellectual environment of our campus and inspires our students and faculty to raise the bar of aspiration. We are living an era defined by rapid technological evolution, development in artificial intelligence, green and sustainable technologies, nanomaterials, robotics and automation, blockchain, biotechnology, quantum computing, and smart communication system are reshaping the industries and reimagining the future. With every passing year, the lines separating engineering, science, and technology grow fainter, and new interdisciplinary innovation emerge at their intersection. In such a dynamic environment, conference like IconFest offers an invaluable platform to explore the research problems, present innovation solutions, share new methodologies, cultivate meaningful partnership, inspire collaborative cross-disciplinary thinking. This conference stands as a testament to the belief that future belongs to those who are willing to explore the frontiers of knowledge with courage, curiosity, and creativity. The theme of this conference reflects a forward-looking vision, one that embraces challenges and seeks answers through rigorous scientific investigation. Over the next 2 days, IconFest will bring together experts who will present their works on a diverse range of themes, including artificial intelligence, machine learning and data science, smart materials, nanotechnology, advanced manufacturing, environmental sustainability and renewable energy systems, emerging trends in electronics, communication and computing, biomedical engineering and life science, robotics, cyber-physical systems, and Internet of Things. These sessions will not only broaden our understanding of cutting-edge developments, but also spark innovations, ideas that can transform our classroom, laboratories, and industries. The students, I request you all to engage yourself thoroughly in different sessions by asking bold questions, challenges conventional boundaries, collaborate with the people, those who have come to your campus or those who have on the online, they will be delivering some talk, collaborate with them so that your knowledge and your curiosity will be enhanced to a level where you can create your own ideas to the real world happenings. The event of this magnitude is made possible only through the collective effort, dedication, and hard work of many individuals, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to first our management who always supports this kind of activities without any hesitation. Because of that, we are able to do the conference in this campus, yearly almost 3 international conferences every year without any problem. Our keynote speakers, session chairs, for sharing their expertise and time, delegates joining us from various institutions, both national and international, our distinguished reviewers who ensured academic rigor, the conference organizers, coordinators and technical committees, the faculty members who have guided and supported the planning process, and our enthusiastic student volunteers whose behind the screen effort ensured the smooth execution of this event. Your commitment has been crucial in shaping Icon Fest 2025 into a truly impactful academic forum. Icon Fest is not merely an annual conference, it is beginning a long-term academic vision, one that aims to foster a network of innovators and researchers who work together and address the global challenges. We hope this event will give rise to new collaboration, impactful publications, interdisciplinary projects, and fruitful exchanges that continue well beyond these 2 days. With deep pride and great optimism, I now formally declare that first International Conference of Frontiers in Engineering, Science and Technology, Icon Fest, is open. May this conference be a beacon of knowledge, innovation and inspiration for all. Thank you, and I wish you all a productive and enriching experience over the next 2 days. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to request Principal Sir to felicitate Professor Sharad Kumar Patra, Director NIT Agartala and IIIT Guwahati.
Sir, please. I would like to request our Principal Sir again to felicitate Dr. Song Lan Peng Sir from National Taipei University of Business, Taiwan. Please, sir.
Principal Sir. Now to felicitate Dr. Kishore Kumar Sadasivani, Center for Advanced Materials, Qatar University.
I would like to request our principal sir again to felicitate Professor Dr. Shubhendu Kumar Pani, Principal, Krupajal Computer Academy, Bhubaneswar. Please, sir.
I would like to request Principal Sir to felicitate Dr. Shunit Kumar Adhikari, Assistant Professor of Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Kollani, IEEE Young Professional.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Shitanath sir, convener of this conference, to felicitate our principal sir. Sir, please. Thank you so much, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now the time for the official release of our souvenir of this conference. We request our dignitaries, along with our principal sir, convener of this conference, and deputy registrar sir, please do the honor. Please, sir. Sir, please. It is the time for official release of the souvenir of this conference. With great pride, we are releasing the souvenir of this conference. Big round of applause, please. Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to request Professor Dr. Sharad Kumar Patro, Director, NIT Agartala and Guwahati, IIIT Guwahati, also conference chair of this particular conference. Sir, if you please deliver a few words regarding today's conference. Please, sir.
Good morning to you all. Professor Parthi Sarkar, the principal of the college, Professor Sheng from Taiwan, Professor Subhendu Pani, Professor Kishore, Professor Sitanath, Professor Sudhip Adhikari, Professor Devasis, all participants in this conference, dear students. This conference, Frontier in Engineering, Science and Technology, it takes in everything that engineering and technology has got to offer. It's a pleasure to be among intellectuals and young people, and a conference always helps people to get together and discuss and deliberate on different aspects of a new technology. The title of the conference, Frontiers in Engineering, Science and Technology, it also coincides with 25 years of service of this college. And for an academic institution, conferences enable moving towards excellence, and it helps institutions to do better and move further. Looking at the world currently, technology has been changing very fast. Now, when I was a PhD student, probably the change of cycle of technology used to take about 10 years. You hear something, and then it took almost 8 to 10 years for the technology to arrive and then being used. When I was a BTech student in electronics and communication engineering, we read communication, we also read digital communication to a certain extent. But then, when I graduated, there was hardly anything in digital communication that was possible at that time, or that was practically available at that time. Very little was there. When we come to today, over the last so many years, the advent of internet services, the advances in telecommunication, the advances of internet, these fields have changed considerably. Now, a supercomputer of 1980s was weaker than a normal laptop computer or a computer that we use at our home in today's time, in terms of its sheer computing power and the amount of work it can do. That tells how technology transformation can make changes, and these changes have occurred in lifetime or in the the production cycle or the professional life of individuals of my age. That's very important to understand. Now, why it is more important is because young people who are in this hall, remember, for you, the technology changes would be much faster. And when we go by Moore's law, computing speed increases 2 times every 13 months. If you look at that, the computing change is enormous. So, from that point of view, knowing technology, understanding technology, and applying technology is important, but what is more important is adapting to technology and working towards understanding and working towards newer technologies. Now, yesterday I was going across different departments, electronics department. We were discussing about the experiments and other things that are there. So what technology has done today? Today's technology, if we look at young people, it has to address the challenges of today's world. What are the today's world challenges? Probably getting food is no more a big challenge for India. Of course, it remains as a challenge for the African countries, but for Asian countries and the European countries, food is not a challenge. But yes, lifestyle is a challenge. We want to have superior lifestyle. We want to have better things in life and work in different ways. Now, looking at the technologies of today looking at what is available for people in this hall, I think one of the most important things is advances in computer science. Now, computer science has been changing very fast, whether it's in terms of hardware, chip design, or it's in terms of software and software enabling hardware to do bigger and bigger things and miracles. Today everybody talks of AI, everyone talks of machine learning. Is it that machine learning started today? Not really. I used neural networks somewhere around 1990, 1991. Probably nobody from the third row, after the third row were born at that time. I used neural networks at that time. But today, we are using again neural networks, but what we use is deep learning and machine learning. So the technology and the understanding existed at that time, but with time, these have transformed, leading to something new dimension and new variety today. AI, every day we hear about new tools. 2 years back, we were said ChatGPT was the only tool. Few months later, Google came up with Gemini. Today you look at the internet, for everything you want to do, there is a specialized AI tool available. You don't just work with ChatGPT, you have tens of different technologies or different AI tools to do or to work for your specific need. And very often you will find when it comes to writing a text, you have specialized software to do that. When you want to write a speech, there is a specialized software to do that, a specialized AI tool to do that. When you want to do financial calculation, there is a specialized AI tool to do that. And it may not be far when AI would be there in everything that we do and everything that we think. Our thoughts will be affected by AI considerably. And at that time, probably we would be products, human beings would be products, but technology would be the driving factor on what we want to do. That's very important to understand and look at. What are the other things that come in? One more technology that has been driving the world is Internet of Things. With computing power enhancing, the AI is starting to change things. IoT has been playing a bigger role because with IoT, the effective use of IoT comes from how fast we can compute when you collect data from large number of devices. In that sense, IoT would be there everywhere. Today, you have microwave oven in your home with IoT, which is like an IoT device. Probably down the line, your notebooks will be IoT devices. Today, we have tabs, which are IoT devices, and very similar things coming up. When everything goes into cyberspace, a new form of security threat comes in. Earlier, we were happy locking our house with a good quality lock and a strong door. But today, probably, locking is not enough. You have more wealth connected through your mobile phone than probably what you have stored at home. Your mobile phone has more access to your personal wealth compared to other things. So, security becomes very important in today's world. Many of you might have heard of a new thing called quantum computing. That's one more area which is going to affect you. Many of you, maybe 10-15 years down the line, when you buy a laptop or a computer, that computer or laptop would be a quantum device. All computing would change, all coding mechanism would change, all security mechanism would change. So, when all these things come in, you also need technology to communicate. Because today's technology depends on communication between devices. And communication is an essential component of every technology. These things are going to change. Faster and faster communication are becoming essential component of life. In 1980s, making a STD call to someone known or someone in need was very difficult. If there was an emergency at home, somebody would send out a telegram, and telegram might reach you even after 3 days. But today probably no one uses telegram. Landline numbers are almost becoming defunct. not being used. Everything is going into mobile talking, mobile messaging, and mobile-based system. Now, when these things come in, you need high-speed communication, and that too a communication on the go. That brings in 6G as a technology. Of course, very soon, maybe by the time this century, this decade ends and the next decade starts, probably we'll be looking at and hearing about 7G communication, 8G communication, and we don't know how far it will go within the lifetime of you people. Because when I was a BTech student, 1G was not invented. And today, when I am towards the flag end of my productive service career, we have moved from 1G to 6G. So think about it. And today, things are changing much faster. 1G stayed for a very long time, 2G stayed for a long time, 3G was there for a short time, 4G was there for a relatively short time. But again, the moment we had 4G, very soon we got 5G, maybe within 2 years' time. So technology has been changing very fast, and technology changes have been occurring much quicker, and it has become available everywhere. But the actual use of technology comes in when we are able to use technology for the benefit of people at the grassroots level, and for the benefit of people who work towards providing food and shelter to general public. So these technologies are also, the technology like drone, technology like AI, technology like image processing are being used extensively in agricultural processes. And with this, these processes also use AI to make the systems smart and work in more effective manner. As young people, in your career or in your life in the next 10 years, 6, 7 or 8, 10 years, you'll be hearing a lot about AI, ML and intelligent manufacturing and things like that. Remember, if you are in this all in the backside and then you are a student, you don't have a respite from AI. You don't have a choice but to like it and use it. So, learning about new technologies, understanding new technologies, and getting updated about new technologies is important. And these conferences help you to connect to technology and give exposure to the technology, which should help you to dive deep and then gain knowledge into these areas. I wish